For the past year, we've been making a documentary about New Orleans music. In February, we knew we'd have to put off our interviews with musicians until after Mardi Gras. You don't want to bug a New Orleans musician during Mardi Gras. That's when they make a good part of their money. But by the time Carnival had passed, it turned out we were making a different movie. New Orleans has been called the city that care forgot, a place where you can leave your worries behind and revitalize your soul. That spirit culminates every spring on Mardi Gras, a day of celebration and misrule. It was a grim winter this year, with the Hard Rock Hotel collapsing and people killed by parade floats, plus a lingering flu-like crud that seemed to be going around. One friend was so sick, I took her to the local Doc in the Box, where they confirmed it wasn't influenza and told her to take ibuprofen and cough suppressant. The crud had lifted a bit by Mardi Gras, and the fine weather brought out locals and visitors from around the world. And whether our February crud had been the coronavirus or the pest had come in with a guest, our city instantly became a hotspot. In March, we began learning that COVID-19 was a lot more serious than we'd been told, mostly by the president. Mayors, governors, and journalists took the lead, and we started to listen, and went into hurricane mode. The stores emptied quickly, while we grabbed up canned goods, cleaning supplies, and yes, toilet paper, as well as our usual first defense against calamity. The news got worse fast. Lambeth House, a senior community in uptown New Orleans, started seeing cases, and soon deaths. Hospitals, seeing more and more positives, began preparing for the real storm coming. This week, the mayor ordered all bars, nightclubs, gyms, and public gatherings shut down. Midnight Monday was last call at every watering hole in town. Restaurants were informed that they could not serve customers on premises. Overnight, tens of thousands of waiters, waitresses, and bartenders became unemployed. Since then, restaurateurs have scrambled to adapt their operations to the new normal. Here are a few of their stories. Roberto Mendez was born in El Salvador. He studied restaurant management there and in Japan, and in the 1970s, he moved to New Orleans to manage the Benihanas in the French Quarter. In the 1980s, Mendez moved into a closed health food restaurant and started Taqueria Corona, bringing coastal Central American dishes like fish tacos and shrimp flautas to the city's uptown neighborhood. Now he's adapting the Upper Magazine Street eatery to the new reality of distancing.
As soon as they told us, we decided to shut it down. We're actually open for business normally on Monday, and then starting Tuesday we shut it down on takeout only. So for now, that's the plan. We don't know what's going to happen, if they're going to tell us to shut down, or if we can get supplies. It's kind of dead. It's really, a lot of people have been told not to go out, so we have a lot of regular customers. They're supporting us and they're coming in to order food, but it's not like, great. I stay open for one reason, is to make sure that the people we have working, they get paid. Even if I only make to pay them, it's not about making profits. It's to sustain the employees, because if we shut down, everybody's going to go their own way, and they're going to be struggling because there's nowhere to get income from. Actually, looking forward to reopen again. So that's our hope. hopefully soon, but we don't know. Nobody knows. So let's pray that things don't get worse. So I will encourage everybody to come and get a taco and a margarita. You know, this is a disaster meal. You know.
At the other end of Magazine Street, you'll find Surrey's Cafe and Juice Bar. Founded by Greg Surrey in 2001, the cafe serves fresh juices and a breakfast and lunch menu with an emphasis on fresh ingredients. With glowing reviews from local and national media, Surrey's has developed a loyal following. And Surrey hopes that loyalty can get the business through the current challenge.
Staff that's still here is gung-ho and wants to keep us open. They're dedicated, just like the customers that show up every day. We can stay open for, well, if people keep coming in, we'll stay open, not close. After Katrina, there was a mandate, get out of town, and we were one of the first restaurants open, and business has been good since then. What else are you going to do? We are resilient. No, this is difficult times for everybody, but we're all in it together, and it's not just the Gulf Coast like with hurricanes. This is worldwide, so the playing field's level, and I think we got a good chance of coming out the other side better than ever. Strong. Stay strong. Finish strong.
Frank Brigtsen is New Orleans restaurant royalty. In the 1970s, he started working at Chef Paul Prudhomme's Quai Paul's in the French Quarter. Over 7 years, he rose to the position of executive chef, and when he decided to branch out on his own, Chef Paul and his wife Kay helped him start Brigtsen's. Winner of the James Beard Award among many others, Brigtsen's is a global food destination, serving meals that evoke sighs of delight with every bite. Last Friday, Brigtsen made the decision to stop serving even takeout at the restaurant, switching to preparing his signature dishes for sale at the uptown Rouse's grocery store. We spoke as he was saying goodbye to the last customer at the Dante Street landmark for an unknown time to come.
These kinds of things, I have no long-range vision at all, short range. And in this event, it's been hour by hour, really, as announcements come through and news comes through. And we have to make decisions, very tough decisions, based on that information. But we were thankfully able to give our kitchen staff, anyway, a week of work. So they all leave here today with some money in their pockets, headed into a future full of unknown. Yeah, today was really special, really special. I announced last night that this was going to be our last day. And we had an outpour, and we sold out by 12:30 today. Stopped taking orders. It was very touching, very poignant. As I love to say, food brings us together and food keeps us together. And it's a wonderful medium to share with people all that's important and all that's good in life. Through food and music and art, we celebrate the finer things in life, which is togetherness. Family, friends, being able to dialogue with each other, and be able to express ourselves. That's important. This thing that we're going through has an emotional price too. And we learned that in Katrina. And we watch other people going through things like that. And after a few weeks, after a couple of months, despair sets in. Despondency sets in. And it's important that we have things like food and music and art and togetherness to lift our spirits, because the spiritual side of life can drive goodness.
In 300 years, this town has seen a lot of disasters. Storms, droughts, levee failures, conquering armies, undersea oil well blowouts, yellow jack, chemical train derailments while the Pope's in town. We've been there, we've done that. And we know that every time the world completely falls apart, if you wake up the next morning, you're going to be hungry. And one way or another, we can fix that. Tonight, Monday, March 23rd, the governor's statewide stay-at-home order goes into effect. It's going to make what we do a lot more difficult, but we want to keep this up and let everyone know how we're getting along here. We know that whatever news we can give you will be out of date by the time you see it, but we want you to know that we're thinking about you and your town, and we know that you're thinking about us. And that means everything. Until next time, we wish you good health and good friends.